we take you to the central region where farmers in the Komenda, Edina, Egwafu, Ibrahim district are bemoaning the lack of a ready market for their farm produce. According to them, this is leading to an increase in post-harvest losses within the district. James Ashen came through with this report. Enjoy.
Starting your production, don't get any loan from anywhere. And so even getting money to start. And these days, because of the nature of our farming, we don't want to do like the traditional way. We also want to take it like in a modern form. And so with this pineapples, these days we plant it on this plastic mulch. Okay. And even the cost of plastic mulch, because of this current economy, has risen up to some point that we can't even afford. I think it was around 1,200 just past November, December. As I'm talking to you now, 2,400. We are buying it. And if you want to cultivate and you want to start on a new land, that you need to clear land, you have to afford excavators or even payloaders. And the charge that they are charging now is very costly.
Now, I understand you do pineapple, you do watermelon and other things. And I know watermelon to be one particular fruit that, should I even use the word life or phrase lifespan, that has a very short lifespan. Yeah. How do you want, first and foremost, how do you convey your produce from here to the roadside?
Depending on the customer who will come. Sometimes, and also depending on the load that the customer wants. And so, you sometimes get a boya or case, but our route from the farm to the roadside is very bad. And sometimes the cars will come, they will just get stuck because at the moment, or at the time that you will be harvesting watermelon, it will be in the rainy season. And so the nature of the land doesn't soak a lot of water. So these cars sometimes get stuck, and the remaining fruit, as in the farm, will be there because the road is blocked until the car which is blocked is taken away. And so sometimes that is also a challenge to us.
So, since it will be there, do you get some of your fruit being rotten or something?
Yeah.
How often do you experience that? Aside you, let's say there are other instances where you have it here, your buyers are there waiting for you, and you come back and everything's gone.
Though sometimes the cars will get stuck, or even if a car doesn't get stuck, because of the nature of the farming, we do it randomly. And so I will be harvesting here, a friend of mine will be harvesting there. And one big challenge is, as at the time I will be ready like to convey the load from here to the roadside, I won't get any car. And so my customer will be waiting, but he or she is not getting the load. Sometimes he has to leave me because he's also dealing with time. Yeah, that's also a challenge.
So in other instances, how do you preserve some of these? Are there other alternatives for you?
We don't have any alternatives. I quite remember just last month, we have some agric officers from UCC. They came to propose a new, I think it was agro code. This was the project name. They said agro code. They are also in to teach us how for us to preserve our fruits. And so it is a new introduction that they are bringing it here. Aside that, you don't have any way to preserve our fruits. And so if there's a challenge about the way to transport it or even to get good market and you are not getting it, all your products have to go waste.
But is it helpful with respect to the UCC agric officers who came around helping you guys with a new alternative?
It's just a new alternative, and we are not yet in.
Oh, okay.
And so they are just trying to interview us to see if we are interested and also the way forward.
So and more or less piloting stage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But let me now look at the relationship between yourself and your buyers. What is the relationship like, especially where we have economic challenges, where things are really hiking every now and then? What is the relationship like?
Okay, for me, I've taken one person as an agent. Okay. So I don't deal directly with my customers. I deal directly with the agent. And so the agent deal with the customers. And so I would say I don't have big challenge concerning my money issue because I only deal with the agent. And she's also good to me. And so sometimes she will have challenges with the customers because for me, I don't know them, so I won't go there or attack them for my money. I only know my agent. This is how I sell my product.
Yeah, talking about she will have, not to cut you short, talking about you, she will have challenges with the
customers.
If the challenges, let's say, prolong for some time, it affects you.
Yeah.
So in that sense, how do you guys go about taking your produce out there, having farmers or buyers coming around? How do you guys generally go about this?
You sometimes have to change customers because you won't give product to a customer, monies are not coming, and you will say give in more. No, you have to deal with that customer, and it's also a challenge because as at the time maybe customers' issue will be rising. That means the market is boom. There's a lot, and so even the customer who's like playing with your money issues, meaning at the time there are a lot of products around, and so he or she can get some away. And so that would be another challenge because he or she feels there's a lot. And so we have to deal with customers. We know if our products are boom, they will always be there.
So that's doing the bumper harvest.
Yeah.
Now finally, what do you think should be the best way for we as a country, I mean for the agriculture stakeholders, for the agriculture officers and all that in the country to do to preserve some of these our produce basically during bumper harvest? Because we always see this every now and then. So you being a farmer and I've done this for years, what do you think should be some of the best things to be done to have our produce being preserved?
Our only solution is even with fruits, I think pineapple, orange, watermelon, there should be factories, either private or government, so that our fruit will be turned into either fruit juice. And I think when such incentive or factories are around, farmers will not suffer or will not produce and our product will go waste. I don't think it will happen. And so there should be factories so that our products will be turned into either finished or second product for us. And that would be helpful.
I said that was my final question, but you brought in factories. As a farmer, do you think the 1D1F is helping you guys?
No, because we have Commander factory just close to me here. And the factory is not into production. It's not into production. There's a factory at Tamadi. It's also close to me here. And this 1D1F, Akufo-Addo, the president of our nation, I think there was a partnership, but it did not happen. The last thing for us to hear is the factory is being turned into this pure water, into pure water production, but into food production, it did not happen. And that of Kumfi, I think all from central region, where we are is KEEA. We are all, those are the coastal lands of pineapple producers. And we thought a Kumfi factory being there, they will extend their buying of pineapple to our area. It did not happen.
Mansa Mensah is a trader at Beposu Market in the central region. She sells cassava. She tells me the cassava goes bad after 2 days. Mansa adds that sales are not always smooth, so she sells her produce to gari makers to make back her money.
Because now, which may be a water, which may be so want to. Nay, the amount of more akacho gali.
Says Erica to Fibia water to Fibia out of no Baba Samoka.
I have been say water on some bunch and we had into water on some. Until one man go baby West Car say, Zama, what baby swamba.
Erica out of was water on Sono. Says I has some book Korea him.
Yes, I'm already been a bunch in her. Yaji 1.5, you go 1.4. I also bunch 1,800,000. Neji.
Now, maybe your Ibia Washington then can think it's there, BB there.
Darby, I'm one shawation saying 1 bucket. Medium 1 bucket near Chanukul. I couldn't edge 1.4, no 1.3. You may be 1 tar, bunch ban 1,800,000. Because I'm put to me 700.
Maybe me banchi different wa me sound to wa me e menka is in moment but isu wa na me ma yade ya gari no so wa ha ni nyina no bo no yakora
na bi osum bia no bo osum ode ya gari no bo na so sound to me e banchi papa no so no bo more de gal na no bunu wo fom kakra sen banche papa no santum na ne banche papa no nya wo bokol santum na banche papa wo bokol
wo yeyi wan to banchen no wo de dan kokonten what on road ma na wanya mansan wo da mankofo
ya ton road ma na won so won obota no wa wo kanya mo ade na wo ko na ya ton de man ya de mo na wo so kokonten an rubber nim ibe you chen 150 no 200.
Lead researcher of a study conducted by the Danish Embassy on Ghana's food loss and waste,